Superman might just be one of the greatest comic book films of 2025. Let's talk about it. First off, we dive into a world where metahumans existed for 300 years already, and I found that fascinating. When I first heard that James Gunn wasn't going to do an origin story for the new Superman movie, I was a little skeptical at first, but the way that superheroes are immersed into this realistic world of the DC Universe is something that I needed and something that was great and worked really well for me because it made all the characters more interesting, from Hawkgirl to just everyone in the Justice Gang. And then I want to talk about the characterizations from each character, from non important characters or characters that aren't as known, like Steve from the Daily Planet to Lex Luthor. Everyone's motives and everything about them made them all the more likable, and they might just be the best iterations of themselves in this film, Superman. Then I also want to talk about the world that we see. It's just so colorful. It's amazing, from the suit that I also wasn't really a big fan of at first, but looking at it now, it looks really good and it really reflects what Superman represents and what he should have represented in the past iteration and versions of himself, which is hope, truth, justice, and the American way. He's one of the most American characters in the comic book universe, and I love that about him so much. Even though he's from Krypton and an alien, overall the story's about an alien coming to Earth and just representing peace. I like that about him. The last thing I really wanted to talk about was that it felt like a comic book. It really did. Something that I mentioned previously was that it was so colorful, and watching this film and leaving out of it just felt like I read a comic book from the New 52. And I like that about this film so much. It left me feeling so hopeful, which was one of the greatest feelings I've ever had watching a movie, I think ever. If you are a Superman film, you're going to love this movie. If you aren't, you're still going to love it. Watch Superman 2025. Put your ranking in the comments.